Greetings and welcome back to Sifu. So I wanted to do a little bit more playing, so I practiced a bit on another save. I did a boy's revenge and practiced fighting there. But I have now gotten a controller, so we're going to start over so I can get familiar with the controller. And we'll go through the tutorial again. I did find out a few things I'll tell you about. Alright, there goes 1, 2, 3. Where's the fourth guy? I didn't see the fourth guy. Yeah, one of the great things is I can basically walk now instead of jogging everywhere. I can control which way I'm going a little more. I don't like the fact that the camera is so zoomed in. I wish there was a way to zoom out the camera. The camera in this game is the one annoyance I have with it, I believe.
What the?
I got really good with
What was
the
that?
avoidance or deflects.
What's going on? Who are you?
Get out of my way.
Leave him to me.
Yes, I can do the directional throws pretty well. And the great thing about them is they will stun people, so you can chain throw people all over the damn place.
No!
Oh, you hit me in the back of the head. Yeah, I'm a lot better with controller. Even if I am a little rusty. I haven't played console games in a while. Yeah, these type of games, much better with controller than mouse and keyboard. I got really good with the deflects, which is basically when you hold down the block button and hit directions to dodge low and high attacks. But I didn't get so good with the parry timing. Because I was resting my thumb basically on the space bar, and it started to hurt the side of my thumb trying to parry a lot.
I thought you said they'd put up a fight. I'm barely breaking a sweat.
Don't be so arrogant.
Alright, let's head on upstairs. And I need to practice my parry timing a little more. Now this guy has everything unlocked. So if you go through the tutorial, if you want to spend your time in here, you can practice a lot of the moves. Like the, what was that one called? The flowing claw. It can be used with a spear. I'm in staff. Yeah, it's got 2 follow-ups. You have to hit X and Y really quick in succession. And then either hit Y for a heavy attack, or X for a couple of quick light ones. And if you don't have a staff, it's a kick for the heavy, and then a series of claw attacks for the light that has pretty good lunge reach. Now the initial hit will hit somebody right in front of you and then turn your back to them. Best thing is being able to do the directional throw the way I want. You can throw people off of walls and stuff. Throw people into each other. That's the best way to handle groups, is to get a lot of them. Because throwing them into surfaces causes a lot of structural damage to them. And he also has environmental mastery, which I really like.
Who the hell is that? Get him now!
Because environmental mastery allows you to throw stuff, kick these stools, for example, that, like you saw, tripped them, but also instead of picking up bottles while I've got a weapon in my hand, I can just throw them straight from the ground. Or even if I don't have a weapon in my hand, I can just throw them straight from the ground. so I don't have to do that extra step of picking them up. Now this is something I need to practice. This talks about the dodge. The dodge is different than... This is called avoidance, not dodging. Dodging is this. And that's how you get some distance and ground when you're surrounded to get out of groups. And groups are my weakness. I really need to practice fighting them.
Yang! How dare you set foot in here again? You should never have come back.
Nice to see you. It's been a while.
Get him!
But yeah, dodges are how you get clear of groups. My parry timing is off there. No, I got that one. You made me drop my staff. Here. Get this idiot out of my way. And you can also vault over these things. Now you do a lot of structural damage by parrying compared to... so, you see, it doesn't take much to take them out if I parry their attacks instead of avoiding them. You also got all of the nice focus attacks. Let's do a face smash. Even with him parrying while I've got a weapon, I do a lot of structural damage to him. And parrying a weapon barehanded seems to still do damage to you as well. Is there anything in here I could have environmentally used? I don't see anything. But yeah, I kind of like the environmental mastery. Even in like sit-down RPGs, I've always been big on like improvised weapons and using the environment. You know, the Jackie Chan school of fighting. I really like that.
Where is he?
So we're going to go in here and see how well we do up against the master.
Stop.
Yeah, of course.
Now some of these cutscenes can be skipped, but some cannot. I think I can skip this one. Yes. I'm not doing too well on the dodges against his sequence. Let me try the parries. Now that pause he did, that last attack is meant to be avoided. Here. Take an eye strike. Now another thing I've got are the follow-up attacks. I'm going to try using them. If I can get a parry off and throw him. Working. Oh, didn't get it. Missed my throw. Oh, he clocked me in the nuts. What the hell? Go ahead, attack me while I'm down. That's one thing I'm really good at, is that counter. Oh, I'll just finish you in this stage. I'll work on it in the next one. Yeah.
When I look into your eyes, I see nothing but a frightened, angry child.
How do you like a nut hit? If I can dodge that last one, I can punish him. Or I could have punished him right then. Yeah, you can't, I haven't been able to do the follow-up on a push kick. Here. Just let me get a throw, bastard. Nope, I was too slow. And I'm too slow on that last one in his combo sequence. Oh, he stunned the crap out of me. Meant to do a throw. Get up. Man, this guy's just kicking the crap out of me. If I had a health bar, this fight would be over and I'd have lost. Because I am playing around with him too much. I want to do the follow-up attack. Alright, let me stun you. Oh, I'm too slow. There we go. Oh, I started it and he interrupted it. Here, have a nice strike. There we go. I got one of the follow-ups, and it looks like it was enough damage to finish. Now, this cutscene cannot be skipped. But once again, we're going to play a girl, because I want to see a woman kicking the shit out of these, getting her vengeance. The practice run, the practice save I did, I've been playing a boy. Well, he's a man now. He's 20. But yeah, there's a few things I discovered that they don't explain to you. One is, at the end of the last one, I didn't bother spending my experience because I thought I was going to lose any progress I had. It turns out any progress you've made toward buying a permanent unlock is saved on a reset. So if I had spent like 1,000 buying toward a permanent unlock, I would have only needed to spend, you know, however much was left toward the permanent unlock when I reset. I still would have had to re-unlock the ability, but if I had bought, say, 2 of the 5 permanent unlocks, it only would have taken 3 in the next run-through to get a permanent unlock. Now, why isn't this guy willing to do the deed himself? Why does he rely on Fajar to do it? I mean, if you're going to pass a sentence, you should be able to carry it out. Another thing I found out was a lot about the level score. Basically, you start out with a ×1 multiplier. As you perform dodges, perform avoidance and parries, and takedowns and take out opponents, your level multiplier goes up to a max of 0.5, or ×5. If you get hit, it's reduced. Some of the hits can reduce it all the way from ×5 down to ×1 again. And that's the way you rack up level score to unlock some of the shrine benefits. Now, there's another ability they don't even tell you about. I found out through keybinds called Taunt. Using a taunt increases your level multiplier as well, but it also provokes the enemies. Alright, let's get some parry practice here, and let's try throwing him in every direction. Alright, that's to my right. To my left. Straight ahead. Behind me. And let's take you down. Alright. So I've gotten pretty good at the parries and the directional throws. And directional throws make a big difference in group combat. So hopefully I'll do better against groups with this. The avoids... Now if I try to parry hit these, I think I take damage. Get up. Yeah. I don't have a health bar showing right now, but... not done beating the crap out of you. Hey, you saw the way he grunted when I punched him? If you do a heavy counter right after doing a successful avoid that makes him pause, you can stun the crap out of him and be able to do other things. Or they want me to use the palm strike on her. That's an attack I don't use enough. It'll knock them into things. Yeah, I got really good with the dodges with mouse and keyboard, and it looks like it's carrying over a little bit with the thumbstick. Have a nice strike, bitch. I messed that up. There we go. So yeah, I'm much better with controller than I was with mouse and keyboard, though I did get pretty good with mouse and keyboard in my practice runs. Alright, the sweep I do use quite a bit when I can. Remember it. You missed me, bitch. Alright, now to see how well I do up against a guy who's going to be using a mixture of abilities against me. See how well I do parrying him. Well, that attack I shouldn't have bothered parrying. Alright, I didn't do a parry. I think I'm supposed to avoid his attacks. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, none of his had a parry I could punish with, it appeared. Just stuff I could punish on an avoid. That's with there's that momentary pause. Before we jump in and do the squats, and that sounds like we're starting an exercise routine. Before we jump in and do the squats, I'm going to jump into the practice area. Oh, I got to unlock Fajar's picture first. Thank you. I'm going to jump into the practice arena here for a second and show you the different combos. You can hit the start button to see what you have. You have the sweep and the palm strike. Lightning strikes and sharp strikes are your two post parries. The sharp strikes will stun them. Post parry or on a stunned enemy, you can do the directional throw. And the cap choi is while you're running. It's kind of an tiger claw type attack. You have 6 combos. 5 lights, 2 lights and a heavy, 3 lights and a heavy, 4 lights and a heavy, 4 heavies, and this is my favorite combo, but it is hard to do against anybody who parries. 2 heavies, a light, and a heavy. But we'll do all the combos. This is the 5 lights. Ends with a couple of strikes like that. The push kick, which it tends to be my go-to, because it shoves them away from me. But if you get the follow-up attacks, I have been unable to follow that one up. It pushes them back too quickly. And then you have the roundhouse kick. And a lot of times that will knock them down. I guess not here. Then you have the rising claw. And now for the 4 heavies, which ends with a knockdown, usually. Get up. I'll knock you back down in a second. Yeah. And then the backbreaker, which is one of my favorites, but it's hard to get off. I love that. Alright. Now let's make him aggressive. Where's the weapons? Where the hell are the weapon racks? There. Alright. Let's make him aggressive so I can get some throws and parry practice. Smash your face into that object. Yeah, if there's something nearby in the scenery to smash them into like that, you can get, basically you get a knockdown out of it. Man, my parry timing sucks right now. And then you're able to beat them down like that. Alright, now, go to passive. The 3 weapon types you have are the blade. They have their own combos. That's 4 lights. 3 lights and a heavy. 2 lights and a heavy. 3 heavies is one with a slow follow-up. But it's basically 3 heavies. Yeah, there goes my blade. And I don't think you have a backbreaker with this one. It's... Well, it does something. It does its own routine. It uses the backbreaker sequence, but it doesn't look much different than 4 heavies. Well, 4 heavies has a bit of a pause. But you also can still do the sweep and the palm strike, though it's a kick with this in your hand, I think. No, it's a slash that does a lot of distance. Here, take that. Let me get a different weapon. The bat. That's 3 heavies. 3 heavies, 2 heavies and a light is that push kick type thing. Let's see, 4 lights ends with a kick. 3 lights and a heavy ends with an overhead slash. Yeah, that's just 2 lights right there. And it doesn't appear to have a follow-up with 2 lights and a heavy. But my favorite thing with the weapons, especially with the bat, is the quick counter attack. That is just awesome. And it stuns him. And it's the same no matter which button you use. Now, with your regular bare hands, that's the heavy, and it stuns them. The heavy counterattack, and then the light counterattack is just a couple of quick strikes that also stuns them. Now with the blade, I gotta get a parried. The light is a slash. And learn to parry. The heavy is also the same slash, it appears. Yeah, no matter what you counterattack with, go away. Here, get down long enough for me to switch you to passive. Here, have a blade. There you go. Now the staff is one of my favorites, but you don't find many of them. 3 heavies ends with a sweep. 2 heavies and a light ends with an overhead smack. 3 lights, actually 4 lights, it appears. Oh, that's 4 lights. There are 4 lights. Yeah, you could do a 5 light combo. And if you do 2 or more lights and switch it with a heavy, you'll get the end of the heavy sequence. Like 2 lights and a heavy gets an overhead. 3 lights and a heavy ends with the sweep. And 4 lights and a heavy ends with a sweep. Now actually with the 2 lights, you can do 2 lights, 2 heavies. I need a new staff. 2 lights, 2 heavies. And end with the sweep. And let's see if they have a backbreaker style combo. No. It just ends with a sweep. It's a 3-hit combo instead of a 4. Now the palm strike is that one. It's just a kick. Sweep uses the weapon. And the counterattack, doesn't matter which button you press. It's the same. And it stuns them. Alright, go passive. And we'll finish up training. But I really played around with all the different weapons. Staff is still my favorite, because I believe it hits multiple opponents. But we'll wait till next episode to jump into the squats here. But thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.